Hello everybody and welcome back to my Let's Play series. I am Sylphin. Today we're taking a look at Iggy and Scorch. So last time we took a look at all energy damage for Iggy and Scorch. Now, it was a great build, worked really well. He dealt a damage like nobody's business. But we have to explore. We have to try out different things. So in this video, I'm not going completely opposite. I'm not going like no energy damage upgrades, because I don't think that that's a thing. What we are going to do, though, is get one, maybe two upgrades per card of not energy damage. So we're going to, get 1, 2 upgrades of energy damage per card. But that third one, maybe the second one, will be a crit, attack speed, cooldown reduction. We'll see. We'll see what that kind of balance, sweet spot is. Hopefully, by the end of this video. So, Ignite. Fire damage to enemies with oil on them applies a burn. Which reminds me, I just forgot I did not put a good burn card into the deck. If I have it, I think I do. But anyways, so that's his passive. His basic attack, Flaming Molotov, that deals 45 damage and ignites any oil patches it hits. So, his E ability is Oil Trap. That can be just an oil trap on the ground that can be ignited by your left click and causes energy damage. This Iggy is running away. So let's see. He has the right idea to stay in lane, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to death ball with the enemy team. I'm going to stay in lane and use my wards to protect me. So here I can see Steel coming by, and also this Muriel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down my ward. Always put down your ward on your flanks to keep yourself safe from the enemy, and also just pay attention to them. Lots of times, people put down a ward, but then don't actually pay attention to it. So this Muriel had tried to attack me, but she's way overextended herself, and is going to pay for it. So, can't be too aggressive all the time. So, what was the first ability we went with? His Q ability. Flame Turret deploys a turret that deals 200 energy damage over 10 seconds. Definitely his bread and butter talent. Really, really good for zoning the enemy, for taking care of these lanes. And I still have not figured out exactly what the number is that's beside the icon, as you can see. It's not the number of turrets that are out, because I didn't place one and it just increased from 0 to 1, and it's not a free it's not an icon that says how many free turrets you can put down, because I just put one down, the number didn't go down, and I spent mana. So I'm not entirely sure exactly what it is. Please in the comments down below let me know exactly what the heck that is. So because the enemy, they're not really doing that great of a job rotating and stuff, I would go with my right click, which is Oil Trail. Gains 120 movement speed and leaves behind a trail of flammable oil. A good way to disengage and also engage, I suppose, on the enemy. So with that said, I'm going to go with... No, I'll go with the right click. Just so that I can get out of here, because I don't see the enemy team. And they're still somewhere on the map. I only see 2 of them, so... Where are they? So I'm going to play it safe. If you do not see the enemy team, play it safe. You don't know where exactly they are. I'm going to put down my turret. I'll kind of zone back the enemy team here. I'm going to use my... Now I'm going to get the oil trap and see what we can do. So the whole point of the E is to be able to... Yeah, so there's no enemies on the map. You have to play it really safe here. Your Q does give you vision. I could place a turret on their side just to, if somebody's trying to be sneaky, can put that down. So could see here, but the strategy with the E is to put it down and then ignite it, so it's doing damage on that Muriel now. Good way of getting just a little bit of damage off on the enemy team. So I'm going to put down my turret so the wave has to walk through it, and so the enemy is a little bit distracted by it, forcing that Muriel to attack my turret instead of the lane minions. I'm going to play Iggy Scorch this map as a split pusher. I'm going to keep him kind of going into the jungles, going into the lanes, pushing the lanes, trying to distract the enemy team, forcing them to deal with my pressure. That can be just as effective as being in a death ball with your team. So there you go. I saw that other Iggy and Scorch coming to get me, so I'm getting out of there and also spending these 6 card points. So what I am going to do we have harvesters going? We do. Who has a harvester card? Just that Feng Mao. Okay, he's the jungler, so I will leave that job to him. And we are going to go with... Let's see here. I hadn't really decided yet which one we're going to go for. I like this one. For 6 seconds on hit with ability, apply a stack of poison. If the turrets do this, that's going to be absolutely massive. I don't know, so I think I'm going to go with instead.
An enemy tower is under attack.
I'm going to go on this. I'm going to do this. So, oh, unique active. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, so I'm going to go here with the major cast just because the Bloodbird Powder has cooldown reduction and attack speed. It's a really good card. It has 3 main bonuses. I'm going to go for that. So remember, always when you are going back to the middle of the map, or even you're just going in that direction, stop through your jungle, get your harvesters, get the white camps, make yourself useful. Spend your time well when you are in Agora. So I'm going to go to this right lane, push this right lane up a bit, use a ward to keep me safe. We'll see how that goes. Alrighty, so we are in lane here with this Sparrow. I have my ward protecting me. I know that there's also a steal here, but I don't see 2 other members. So I'm going to be careful here with how I play. So we got his ultimate here at level 5. It's a pretty cool ultimate. Flamethrower deals 500 energy damage over 2.5 seconds and then knocks the enemy back when you once you're finished, once you're done that damage. So I'm gonna actually run up here, use my ultimate, waste it for no reason, and have an absolutely ridiculous amount of lag. Wonderful. Okay, so skill priorities. I'm gonna focus on my Q as a split pusher. Make sure that these turrets can deal tons of damage and get rid of these lanes as quickly as possible. Also, it's a great ability for keeping the very smart for that steal. Put this barrier there. I'm going to put some towers in range, or some turrets in range of the towers. if your turret hits the enemy, the tower will focus you and not your turret. So just keep that in mind. Be very careful if you are thinking, there's that Iggy, and Iggy's coming this way. Just remember that, ooh, nice flank by this enemy Iggy and Scorch. I'm definitely dead. I'm going to put my turrets down just to make sure that I'm doing as much damage as possible. Is that going to make any difference? No, not really. It's just going to do some damage. So good job on there, Iggy, coming in from behind and securing those kills on our team. So the Bloodburn Powder here, I have to choose between, well, just because this card has two other stats other than energy damage, we're actually going to upgrade both of those. So the cooldown and attack speed. So we're going to go Fierce Crow now. Probably should have done the attack speed on second thought, but attack speed does not affect your skills as far as I know. So if the attack speed does affect how fast your turrets do their damage, then it's a good ability, but again, I don't know. And the rate at which they tick is too fast for me to kind of judge if it actually increases with attack speed. So let me know in the comments below if that is the case. Does attack speed actually increase your turrets? So here I'm going to go with our E. Just occurred to me I did not use my right click to get out of there. My bad. A lot to think about when you are commentating and playing at the exact same time. So I could actually come in from behind on this Muriel, secure this kill. I'm going to do exactly that. So I'm going to come in from behind here, use my ultimate, and see how much damage this does here. Not very much, apparently, but that kill is secure. So now that we have the pick, what we should be doing is attacking mid lane, using that advantage. People should be grouping up and coming to us. There is 3 other members of the enemy team. There's one. There's going to be some coming from behind Sparrow. There's still 2 of the enemy team. They could be coming from behind. We're not sure. I have to be very careful. Ooh, I don't want to attack. Then I'm going to put my Q, get back, because turrets attack that steel, and good. We got a bit of a advantage here with that tower. Now we have to be very careful. Retreat, retreat, retreat. 3v1 here. So that's the steel. Better be careful. Steel better be careful. I better be careful. I'm going to try to use my right click here, but I'm low on mana. Okay, so that worked out well. The enemy team did not follow their steel on that hard engage. So I'm going to go back here. So mana is a bit of an issue. Cooldown reduction is going to compound that that fact. So I'm gonna have to be careful what we're doing here. So I'm going to get this blue camp, which should help with that, with a little bit of the regeneration. So let's see, how fast can we kill this blue camp here? So one small tip, when you are placing down your turrets, make sure that you can make sure that the turret is in a position so that it can deal, where am I going? So that they can be on the side, so that they are attacking kind of through the enemy wave and not like not so that it's dissecting the camp. Okay, so we're going to go with a right click just so that we can get out of here, and I just did exactly what I told you not to do, dissecting the wave. So I'm going to go right lane, get that going in the right direction. Maybe once I distract them enough, I can rotate into another lane. Alright, so we had a good pick on their Sparrow that was trying to poke down at me, but I had the rest of my team come to my rescue and took down that Sparrow. So now our Feng Mao has gone way too far ahead and is caught out. Hopefully he can escape this steal. I don't really want to... dive too far ahead. Okay, so he got back. Alright, so I'm going to go into my jungle as I'm rotating, get some experience, and maybe go into the left lane. Alright, so before I actually go all the way over there, we have 9 card power. So what I did here was a major cast, a Fierce Chrono, and I'm going to go into a Brutal Kinetic. Actually, scratch that Vicious Kinetic just so that... Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to go into the Brutal Kinetic so we can get 2 cards elsewhere. So now we're going to go into the... Never mind. Yep, the math works out here. I'm going to... Oh, it doesn't. Holy smokes, what am I doing? So I'm going to get the Brutal Kinetic. Right? Yes. I'm going to go over here, get the Tainted Magic. Oh, it's an active. I keep forgetting that it's an active. I'm going to get the Micro Nuke here with cast. I'm going to get 2 casts and 1 crit. 2 casts and 1 crit with that card. So we have 2 the enemy pushing down the right lane. I'm going to have to go and push that back. Hopefully that means that our team can get their left lane tower. I would hope, but it doesn't look like it. So I'm going to push back this lane and see what I can do. Alrighty, so I push back the right lane. There's a good amount of sizable wave heading that way. So they are split pushing themselves. We're going to lose that left tower, and I have to see what else. So I wanted to kind of collapse here on the enemy team, but that doesn't look like it's going to work. So I'm going to actually defend this mid tower a bit. I don't think I'm going to be able to do very much. I'm going to do this, see what I can do, push them back a lot, keep putting down my towers. Like I said earlier, Iggy Scorch is a good character to zone the enemy. I mean, if the enemy team really wants to stick around to figure out how much damage the turrets do, they are more than welcome to do so, but they probably won't. So, a good character for zoning the enemy and kind of, yeah, applying that damage in a way that also has some utility. It forces them out of a certain area. So, okay, so we're going to have to try to be in a little bit more team fights. Our Feng Mao is doing a really good job of split pushing and okay, so here I'm going to ignite the Oil Pash, doing a lot of damage. That Howitzer is a good placement of his ultimate. The enemy team cannot collapse on us. There's a Muriel on the far right. Well, she can quickly get over here as well. I don't see where the other 2 team members are. There are 3 of us here, so yeah, let's actually continue to push this. Maybe probably get another tower. Okay, so the Muriel has transferred. There is. Okay, so now it's 3v3. So let's see what we can do. We have the disadvantage of being inside the tower, but I do have my... Okay, so now it's a 4v3 retreat. Our Muriel is pushing the right lanes. Hopefully she can get work done. I am going to rotate right. Hopefully I don't get picked off in their jungle. Hopefully I can secure the kill on this. Nope, I can't. Steel's coming around. Yeah, I can't. So, okay, so let's go back to maybe right lane and push. Push this lane, have a good sizable chunk. Sorry, a good sizable wave that'll push right to our inhibitor if we don't stop it. So let's go do that, and then we will go back. Spend these 9 card power. Alrighty, we have 12 card power. That wave was really big, so we got a lot. So we're gonna finish this micro nuke. Excuse me. And then we're going to keep it a little bit balanced and go with this whirling wand for that attack speed. I hope that the attack speed also affects the turret so that they can deal more damage. So they can deal their damage faster, which will greatly increase the efficiency of our turrets because the enemy team can easily sidestep out of the way. So if it can tick more often while the enemy is in that zone, then that's a perfect way to increase the value that we get from that ability. So this Sparrow's pushed pretty far up. Let me see if I can maybe follow her. Alright, so here we're going on a wild goose chase with this Feng Mao and me. Let's see what we can do. Can I stop her from here? No, there she is. Oh, she did get away. So, good job on her for finding a good spot. Okay, so I'm going to go back, push this lane a little bit, maybe get us some camps in our jungle here. Okay, so how are we doing with clearing camps? Pretty good. Probably don't need 2 camps, but I just wanted to try that with the red camp. Now that we have the red camp, we'll be able to chase down the enemy much faster. So here, I want to go in behind here on this Muriel, and I can. So here we're going to use our ultimate here, take out this Muriel, turn around, and boom, there's a 2-pick. Here, I have to get out of the way. Thank you, Muriel, for giving me that speed boost. That was well done. Well done. That oil trap is doing a lot of damage because you place it down and they have to use your left click to actually hit the ground that it's on to ignite it, and that igniting it does a lot of damage. So let's press our advantage here. Attack mid lane. Defend left lane. I think that will be a big enough wave to clear that, and it'll start pushing in the right direction. So, okay. So, what can we do here? Ooh, okay. So he wasn't on there. So I'm not gonna really press this too much. We need to divide the enemy team before we press into a tower. 3v3 on the enemy tower is not going to go well for us. So I'm going to get... no, I'm going to go back, push the right lane, get that going, at least until their tower. Alright, so we have a bit of a team fight going on here. It started with us trying to get a pick on their Muriel, but she is actually apparently quite tanky, and was able to ult out of the way. So, I mean, this is really not going very far, so I don't think much is going to happen here. We're just going to put some pressure on this tower here and make sure that our waves are clearing right up to their towers. So again, this right lane is doing some really funny business. I'm going to have to go back, spend these 12 card power, go through my right jungle, and get that lane going. Alright, so this Whirling Wand, major cast, and I'm going to do Vicious Kinetic. I am getting a hint that the attack power is affecting the turrets. So I think it is. think it is. So hopefully it is, and hopefully that's really helping us do that damage, increasing the value we get from our turrets. Okay, so that was too stressful for me to put on camera, so I'm very sorry about that. We stole the orb from... Oopsies, we do have another card. My bad. We stole the the orb prime from the enemy, Iggy and Scorch. I got it, and we made it to the enemy, or to the orb drop-off point. If you definitely would have liked to have seen that, and my apologies. I just was really focused on getting that right. So I'll definitely have to work on showing the probably one of the most exciting parts of a match in the future. So at this point, the build is going really well. The attack speed is definitely affecting the turrets. They are taking their damage much faster, and it's definitely a very worthwhile thing for those turrets. So quite a successful build so far. Obviously there is no increase in the sustain. There's no increased health or mana regen, but because we are increasing the effectiveness of our abilities, we don't need to use them as often. I mean, therefore making our mana usage a fair amount more efficient in nature. So that is good. It's been a good build so far, a good game. I really have appreciated this match. Hope you guys have too. We already have 7 card power to go back and use on our second last card here. Very exciting. So far, I've noticed that the your oil trap is much more of a influential ability than I previously thought. It does do a fair amount of instantaneous damage. So here, I'm gonna wait until the enemy Scorch is on it. Hopefully, I can use it here. I'm gonna use my ultimate on this steel. Didn't really go very far. Going to use my mana potion, put down some turrets. Some more turrets down over there. Trying to back up. Hopefully... Oh, don't get picked. Don't get picked. Good ultimate on our Muriel. Put down some turrets. Not sure exactly how many turrets I can have going at one time. Hopefully, quite a bit. I'm going to throw out my mana potion here. Throw out some more turrets. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm doing an incredible amount of damage, and I just can't really tell. Yeah, my turrets are damaging the enemy here, so I have to stay outside of the turret's range. I'm going to poke inside, put down one on top of the tower. So as you can see, we are definitely doing a fantastic job at staying relevant here. Damage-wise, I'm going to throw that out. A good amount of damage off. That was good. I have no more mana potions, so definitely mana hungry here. I'm going to see if I can go up here, put down a few good turrets before I have to get out of here. I put down 3. Yeah. Look at all those numbers. Beautiful. Good. Okay. So one thing I have not mentioned so far is that the turrets do not attack buildings or structures. So it leaves harvesters alone. It leaves towers alone. Just keep that in mind when you are trying to, push an area. Also keep in mind where exactly your tar trap your oil trap is. So if you don't, then you might you won't use it as effectively as you can. So I'm gonna go back. I mean, it's probably the end of the game, yeah. So I might as well just stay here. And there you guys have it. What a game! Awesome stuff. I'm liking. So in the previous Iggy and Scorch video, go take a look at that. It was very successful as well. Head on over to my playlist, take a look at that. We focused only on energy damage. We only did energy damage. We only got those upgrades. But here, we spent 1 or 2 of the upgrade slots on secondary stats like cooldown and crit and attack speed. So the Bloodburn Powder, just a good card. 1 energy damage, 1 cooldown reduction, 1 attack speed. The Micro Nuke, 2 energy damage, 1 crit. Whirling Wand, 2 energy damage, 1 attack speed. And the Micro Nuke, 2 energy damage, 1 crit. We would have gone with the Agoran Scepter next, which has just energy damage, so it maybe helps us scale a little bit more in the late game with 3 energy damage upgrades, and then that 50% crit damage bonus. So making us more effective when we do crit, do a little bit more damage. Awesome stuff. Awesome. What a good build. Hard to tell if it was more effective than the other one, but you guys let me know. Comment down in the comment section. Tell me what you think. Was this better than the previous video? Was this better? Was this worse? What do you think? Tell me your thoughts on Iggy and Scorch. What do you do for Iggy and Scorch? He's a really, really cool character. I like him. I really like the turret, the kind of PvP specialist kind of thing. I really, really enjoy him. Please like the video if you'd like to, dislike it if you dislike it. Leave a comment like I mentioned, and subscribe. I have a lot more videos coming. Do this every day. I really enjoy what I'm doing. So if you guys learned something, I definitely did my job. Guys, until next time, until the next video, take care.